Mary has over 10,000 different artistic depictions worldwide. Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of Mother Mary's titles and their profound spiritual meanings.
You know, what's really interesting is how these titles aren't just names, they're actually windows into centuries of spiritual and cultural understanding.
Let's start with the basics. What are some of the earliest titles given to Mary?
Well, the most fundamental and perhaps the most significant title is Theotokos, or Mother of God, which was officially declared at the Council of Ephesus in 431 AD.
That's fascinating. Why was this title so important?
It's crucial because it affirms that Mary didn't just give birth to Jesus' human nature, but to his complete person, both human and divine. This was a major theological statement.
And this was just the beginning, right? There are 4 main dogmatic titles.
Exactly. The 4 major dogmatic titles are Mother of God, Ever Virgin, Immaculate Conception, and the Assumption.
Wait, can you break those down for us?
Sure, we've covered Mother of God. Ever Virgin was declared at the Lateran Council of 649, affirming Mary's perpetual virginity.
And the other 2?
The Immaculate Conception was defined in 1854, stating Mary was conceived without original sin. The Assumption, declared in 1950, affirms she was taken body and soul into heaven.
You know what's really interesting? How these titles seem to evolve over time.
Absolutely. And here's something fascinating. In the early church, Mary was also called Nova Heva, or New Eve, showing how early Christians saw her role in salvation history.
That's a powerful parallel. But there are also more poetic titles, right?
Yes, like Stella Maris, Star of the Sea. This beautiful title emerged from devotional practices and speaks to Mary's role as a guide for Christians.
And then there are titles connected to specific places?
Right, like Our Lady of Loreto, Our Lady of Fatima. Each of these has its own unique story and cultural context.
Speaking of cultural context, I heard there's an amazing story about Mary appearing in Spain.
Oh yes. In the year 40 AD, Mary appeared to St. James at Zaragoza, standing on a pillar. This led to her title, Our Lady of the Pillar.
That's incredible. And this was while she was still living on Earth?
Yes, it's believed to be the first recorded Marian apparition in history. She appeared to encourage St. James in his missionary work.
Let's talk about how these titles vary across different cultures.
This is where it gets really interesting. Each culture adapts Mary's image and titles to their own context.
Can you give us some examples?
In Kerala, for instance, titles like Vyakula Madhavu, Mother of Sorrows, reflect local language and devotion.
That's fascinating how the titles adapt to local cultures.
And it's not just the titles, the artistic representations change too. There are estimated to be over 10,000 different depictions of Mary worldwide.
10,000? That's incredible.
Each one reflects its own cultural context and understanding. In Asia, Africa, Europe, Mary takes on the features and dress of local people.
Let's talk about some of the devotional titles. These are different from the dogmatic ones, right?
Yes, these emerge from popular piety. Titles like Mother of Mercy or Cause of Our Joy express how people experience Mary's intercession.
And these titles often reflect different aspects of Mary's role?
Exactly. Like Help of the Sick or Comfort of the Afflicted, they show how people turn to Mary in different needs.
It's amazing how these titles evolved over time.
And they continue to evolve. Each generation finds new ways to express their relationship with Mary.
What about the title Queen of Heaven? Where did that come from?
That's one of the earliest titles, actually. It comes from the early church's understanding of Mary's unique role in salvation history.
And there are also titles related to specific events in Mary's life?
Yes, like Our Lady of Sorrows, which relates to 7 specific moments of sorrow in Mary's life.
Can you tell us about some of those moments?
They include Simeon's prophecy, the flight into Egypt, losing Jesus in the temple, meeting Jesus on the way to Calvary, and standing at the foot of the cross.
These titles really help us understand Mary's journey, don't they?
Absolutely. They're like different facets of a diamond, each revealing something unique about her role and relationship with both God and humanity.
Let's talk about how these titles are used in prayer and devotion.
Well, one of the most famous examples is the Litany of Loreto, which includes many of these titles in a prayer format.
Tell us more about that.
The litany developed in Loreto, Italy, where the Holy House of Nazareth is believed to have been miraculously transported in 1294.
That's fascinating. And people still use these titles in prayer today?
Yes, they're very much alive in contemporary spirituality. They help people connect with different aspects of Mary's motherhood and intercession.
It's amazing how these ancient titles remain relevant.
They do, and they continue to inspire new devotions and understanding even in our modern world.
What about the artistic influence of these titles?
Each title has inspired countless works of art. Think of all the paintings of the Immaculate Conception or the Pietà.
Like Michelangelo's Pietà?
Exactly. That's probably the most famous artistic representation of Mary as the Mother of Sorrows.
As we wrap up, what would you say is the significance of all these titles today?
They help us understand not just Mary, but our own relationship with the divine. Each title opens a new window of understanding.
And they continue to evolve and grow?
Yes, as each generation finds new ways to express their devotion and understanding of Mary's role in their spiritual journey.
It's really a living tradition, isn't it?
Absolutely. These titles aren't just historical artifacts, they're part of a continuing dialogue between humanity and the divine.
Well, that brings us to the end of today's fascinating